I get crazy. I mean, people think that I'm easygoing and, you know, maybe a pushover.
Mm-hmm.
No way. I mean, if somebody pulls some crap like that, they're just going to find out the pushover thing isn't the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, teachers. I mean, sometimes they need to be taught. When my New York daughter was, she went to kindergarten at a public school, and you know, it was a decent public school. It's on the Upper West Side. It was decent, but you know, some of the kids were pretty wild,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, there are things that are. It's like okay, you know, but then there are other things that are not okay. And then when teachers say, well, you have to understand Jamie has troubles at home and blah, blah, blah. Because this kid, you know, he'd already been held back once. This was like by then first grade.
Mm-hmm.
Kindergarten was okay, but in first grade, there were some pretty rough kids. And I mean, I certainly felt bad for somebody's home life. But the thing is, if you have a classroom full of kids, some of them don't get to terrorize other kids.
Mm-hmm.
And the teachers would all be, oh yeah, but the thing is, you know, this one kid, Jamie, it's like he's had a very hard life. He's like, I don't give a crap. I mean, I care that he's had a hard life, but he doesn't get to scare my kid so much. He's afraid to go to school because he'd sit there and draw his finger across his throat and mouth, you're dead. He was 6 years, whatever, first grade 6?
Yeah.
He was 6 years old. And the teachers wouldn't do anything about it. So one day, you know, he started pulling the screen. She was really just terrorized. She was like blubbering at the thought of going to school. And I used to volunteer a lot. And I was there one day. And I said, where's that kid? And Jamie was... Jamie was around, and you know, he started to mess with her. Oh shit! He started to mess around with her, and you know, and he didn't know that I was her mom.
Right.
And I went over there. This is like Lisa D in the locker or whatever, the Grand Union.
Yeah.
I went over to that kid. And I went full Peyton on him, you know that.
Yeah.
And and the teachers were all there, and they weren't doing anything about it. And I went over there, and I basically shoved him up against the wall. I mean, I didn't twist his arm or anything, but I scared the hell out of him. And I said, I just whispered. I said, "You better not ever do anything to my daughter again. Do you hear me? Do you understand what I'm saying?" And I was really careful not to say anything, you know, vile or, you know, just use bad language, but I scared the hell out of him. And I was thinking, this is the problem because, you know, teachers say, oh, well, you got to tiptoe around people whose life is so hard. Well, sometimes you have to say, I understand your life really sucks. I feel for you. But, you know, you got to behave.
Right.
Here are the standards. And this was actually so cool. And then I was able to stop feeling guilty because I'd acted like Peyton.
Right.
But I did nearly kill him. He was really a nice kid. I mean, he was a decent kid. He just needed to have the decency scared into him.